Hello students, welcome to today's class. In the previous session, we have discussed about simple interest, compound interest, principal, time, rate, and the major difference between compound interest and simple interest. In this chapter, we are going to deal with how to calculate compound interest without using formula. Let us move on to exercise problems. Exercise 2A, question number 1. Rupees 16,000 is invested at 5% compound interest per annum. Use table given below to find the amount in 4 years. With the given information, it is clear that principal amount is rupees 16,000 and the rate of interest is 5% and the interest is calculated and it is conversion period is per annum. That is, every year the interest is to be calculated. Let us proceed with the session. First, consider the principal amount of first year as rupees 16,000 and the interest is already calculated as rupees 800 and the amount leads to rupees 16,800. Now, when we have to calculate the interest for second year, we have to consider the principal amount as 16,800, which was the amount of first year. This is a major part and very important concept which you have to know in compound interest. Observe the slide very much carefully. I have shown the difference in the color also. The amount at the end of first year is 16,800. It becomes the principal for the second year. So again, calculate the interest for second year considering the principal as 16,800. That is 16,800 into 5 into 1 over 100. 2 zeros of 100 and 2 zeros of 16,800 gets cancelled. The product of 168 and 5 will leads to 840. And the amount of the second year will be principal plus interest, that is 16,800 plus 840. The amount to be paid at the end of the year is 17,640 rupees. Now we have to calculate the compound interest for the third year. What happens here? The amount of second year will become the principal of third year. That is, principal is 17,640. The rate of interest is 5%. Calculate the interest by using the same formula. 17,640 into 5 into 1 over 100. So 0 0 gets cancelled. 5 and 10 remains. 5 ones are 5 twos are 10. So 1764 divided by 2, that leads to 882. The amount at the end of third year will be 17,640 plus 882. The amount at the end of the third year will be 18,522. So this amount will be taken as the principal amount to calculate the principal amount for the fourth year is rupees 18,522. Rate is 5%. The interest calculated will be equal to rupees 926.10. Amount will be equal to rupees 19,448.10. This becomes the principal for the next year, that is principal for the fifth year. The interest calculated at the end of the fifth year will be equal to rupees 972.405 and the amount will be equal to 20,420.505. Terms which were given. Here again you can easily identify. Amount of first year 16,800 is the principal for the second year. The amount of rupees 17,640 is the third year principal, that is same. Second year amount and the principal is same. I hope by this you have got an idea how to calculate compound interest. Question number 2. Calculate the amount and the compound interest on rupees 6,000 in 3 years at 5% per annum. Sub question 2, rupees 8,000 in 2.5 years at 15% per annum. First, let us consider the first sub question. Principal is given as 6,000, rate is 5%. Use the formula I is equal to PTR over 100. So the interest at the end of the first year will be equal to 300. Amount will be equal to P plus I. So amount at the end of the first year is 6,300. The amount rupees 6,300 will be the principal for the second year, and the rate and the time remains the same. Interest calculated for the second year will be 6,300 into 5 into 1 over 100. Interest will be rupees 315. Calculate the amount to be paid at the end of second year, that is equal to 6,615. So rupees 6,615 will exercise 2A, question number 1. Rupees 16,000 is invested at 5% compound interest per annum. Use table given below to find the amount in 4 years. With the given information, it is clear that principal amount is rupees 16,000 and the rate of interest is 5%, and the interest is calculated and its conversion period is per annum. That is, every year the interest is to be calculated. Let us proceed with the solution. Sub question 2. In this case, principal is 8,000, R is 15%. Interest calculated for the first year will be equal to 1,200, and the amount will be equal to principal plus interest 8,000 plus 1,200, that is equal to 9,200. Consider the amount to be paid at the end of the first year, rupees 9,200, as the principal amount for the second year. Consider principal as 9,200, rate as 15%, time as 1 year. Calculate the interest to be paid, that is equal to rupees 1,380. Then the amount to be paid at the end of the second year is 9,200 rupees plus 1,380 rupees, that is equal to 10,580. It is set in the question to calculate the compound interest for 2.5 years. So we have already calculated for first year and second year. Let us move on to the next half year. So for the next half year, consider the principal amount at what was at the end of the second year, that is 10,580. As we are calculating for the last half year, consider the time as half year, that is 1/2. Then the interest will be equal to rupees 793.50, and the amount will be calculated as 11,373.50. So the amount at the end of the 2.5 year is 11,373.5. So calculate the compound interest to be paid by considering the total amount and the initial amount. Hence, the compound interest will be rupees 3,373.5. Question number 3. Calculate the amount and the compound interest on rupees 4,600 in 2 years when the rates of interest of successive years are 10% and 12% respectively. So, in this case, the major difference which we have to note down here is the rate of interest changes from first year to second year. When we are calculating the interest for the first year, we have to consider the rate of interest as 10%, and when we are calculating the interest for the second year, the rate of interest should be considered as 12%. For the first year, principal is 4,600, rate is 10%, and the interest calculated will be equal to 460. The amount at the end of first year will be P plus I, that is 4,600 plus rupees 460, that leads to rupees 5,060. So the amount to be paid at the end of first year is 5,060, will be considered as the principal for the second year, but in this problem, as the rate of interest varies from year to year, it is said that 12% is the rate of interest for the second year. Consider rate of interest as 12% and calculate the interest for second year and the amount with the same formula P plus I. Similarly, compound interest will be equal to final amount minus initial amount, that is 1067.2. So in the third problem, what we have solved, the major difference which you have to note down is the rate of interest changes from first year to second year. And in the sub question 2 also, it is said that rate of interest for the successive years for 3 years will be 10%, 14% and 15% respectively. So we have to consider principal as 16,000 in the first year and rate of interest as 10%. Calculate the interest and the amount to be paid at the end of first year, that is equal to 17,600. This 17,600, the amount to be paid at the end of first year, will become the principal for the second year, and consider the rate of interest as 14%, and the interest will be equal to rupees 2,464. So the amount to be paid at the end of second year is rupees 20,064. This becomes the principal for the third year, and the third year rate of interest is 15%. Finally, the total amount to be paid at the end of third year is 23,073 rupees 60 paise. So here let us calculate the compound interest to be paid by considering the same formula, final amount minus initial amount, that is equal to 7,073.60. By this we have completed first 3 problems of exercise 2A. Thank you children. Have a nice day.